People are asking, how do you do an aspirational vision statement? So I use these little nuggets from corporate work. I used to do a lot of vision statements and SWOT analysis and to build business plans and to build targeted marketing plans. So now I'm converting this into a personal process. So part of this vision statement for your life is your aspirational vision statement. This is kind of an idealized thing of where you'd like your life to be, what you would like your life to look like. It is about taking deliberate steps. So this is a great journaling exercise, and I recommend that you revisit it often, at least once a quarter or once every 3 months, if not definitely once a year. So the first list you're going to make is you're going to make a list of all your current roles. What are the things that you're doing? You work from 9 to 5, you're a mom, you're a dad, you volunteer, the things that you do that fill up your daily schedule. You work out, whatever you do. So I recommend actually taking a piece of paper and writing out what you do. Mondays, I do this. Tuesdays, I do this. Wednesday, just listing out everything and kind of keep that piece of paper and you can start adding things to it. So that is kind of like your concrete chaos of where you are right now. And then I want you to make another list of what the things that you would like to be adding to your life. If you'd like to work out more, if you'd like to spend more time with your family, if you'd like to spend more time on the marketing of your business, or you really don't enjoy that part, but you really want to do more classes or teaching, or what is it the part that really makes you happy? And you just feel like when you're doing that, you're in your jam. So you're making those two lists first. So that's step one. It's kind of realizing where you are and where ideally you'd like to be. The next one, step two, is consider how you would like to achieve that in the long term. So when you're looking at your aspirational things that you want to do, you want to say, put timelines on it. Put, you know what, I want to start working out by next week. I'm going to start working out more, or I would like to finish getting my degree, or I would like to get a promotion in work, but I'd like to get, my next review is in 6 months. So you have that timeline. So now you want to build in that timeline of your aspirational, where you'd like to go and the timeline of like how you'd like to do that. The third thing that I'd like you to do is now go through what your current thing is doing, what you're doing, and organize that into categories. So you're going to end up with 3 major columns in your life. For most people, it's work, family, and self-care. Those are the normal 3. You might have other things in there, like if you do a lot of charity work, or you like to go on missions, and so church is important, or you volunteer for different things, or you really into sports and you play, you go do a flag football league or whatever. So you might have different columns, but those are your major 3 columns that you want to define. And you do that by seeing what you're currently doing. And now you want to look at those columns and say, okay, which column is my priority? So many of us, work is the priority because that's how we pay for our lives and that's how we pay for our bills. And so it just ends up consuming most of our time. And if you look at your 24-hour schedule over 7 days, what is the percentage of time that you're doing at work? And then family. So now some people, family takes second and sometimes even third place. Maybe you want to move that up closer to the front. Maybe family becomes more important than work. It is a personal decision, and it all depends really on how you're handling things and what your family dynamics are. And then usually the third column is self-care. And I really, really encourage people to look at that column and also make that more of a priority. In an airplane, they say when you fly, if the oxygen masks come down, they always say put yours on first and then help other people. That's what self-care is all about. It's taking care of yourself and making sure that you are healthy and sound and that you have the energy to do everything else that you need to do. So once you get all of that kind of process down, now you're going to go through with a highlighter and say, these are the things that I really want to expand on. These are the things that I feel define who I am or I want to define who I am. And now you're going to make a complete sentence out of those 3. You're going to pick 3 of those and you're going to make a complete sentence and bring them together in one statement. Now, something I do for my clients is we work on that together. They write their statements and then I help them rewrite it into like a coherent paragraph, and that becomes the thing that they print out and they put on their mirror and they look at that first thing in the morning, or they put it on their computer screen, or it's on their phone as a screensaver, whatever. However you can do it, so you can keep looking at that. And so that's your target. That's the spot on the wall that you're marking space on. And so you can hold your balance and keep moving. And so it's really useful. I recommend doing it once a quarter, once every 3 months. Some people do it 6 months, and some people do it, they've got their life together and they do it once a year. But it's definitely something that needs to be addressed, because it's important that you live your life on purpose. And it's important that you take in consideration and just don't get lost in the chaos of the everyday grind. And some people call it the grind drift. Just don't get lost in it. Thanks.